This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. To throw here, Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. And Dalton to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Jackson on first down, buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing. When he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Defensive starters, here they are for Cincinnati. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses. And excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Dalton here from the gun. Got a man open, it's Ross. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And a look now at the Cincinnati offense.
While the Bengals struggled in 2018, running back Joe Mixon certainly did not. Over 1,100 yards running the ball, caught 43 passes. Expect both of those numbers to continue to climb in his years in the NFL.
Throwing, Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. First and 10 for Dalton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Let's go to the middle of the Baltimore defense where Brandon Williams holds court. And we often talk about how difficult it is to stop a big-time runner. How about trying to stop a big-time guy in the middle who wreaks havoc both with pass rush and against the run? Brandon Williams went to his first Pro Bowl at the end of the 2018 season.
So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have...
You like that outfit? You like that? Mm-hmm. Yeah? You know we have a matching outfit.
I'm back. I did go talk to my mom.
These types of kicks that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 106 yards.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked number 9 in the league in receiving yards. In a league that throws the ball around like crazy, number 9's a good number.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. Roberts got it. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyus Bowser coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. So Dalton now, and this is going to be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Returnable for Thomas. A little juke. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Well, later tonight, we have more football. Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He rifles.
Wow.
Intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams.
Okay.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but enough.
Are you talking about my stream?
Yeah.
The bull crap.
To get a little worried.
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Looking to throw on second down. Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. Now, Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Andy Dalton, unable to find Green. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 17
my headset
and a
keeps
Cincinnati
cutting.
first down.
So annoying.
Andy Dalton now 6 of 10 in this first down. He's got his guys a first down here. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2.
Oh, no.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. The result
Did RG3 just track somebody?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. For Lamar Jackson, his first NFL start came against the Cincinnati Bengals November 18th in Baltimore of last year. And he threw for 150 yards, ran for 119 more as the Ravens won 24-21 to kick off what became a 6-1 final stretch that got him the AFC North title.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of...
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble.
My guy can't catch. What the hell?
It doesn't work out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dalton now to pass. And the catch good. It's Eifert. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So
Going for it.
after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Dalton. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Now Jackson on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. Skirts by him at the 35. And he's got this down to the 35.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram.
Why is Mark Ingram so slow? He runs like freaking 2 miles
trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Holding offense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get things going up at First Energy Stadium. Seattle in town to take on Cleveland. And it's the Browns who are out on top. Odell Beckham, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Carson Wentz has thrown a touchdown pass. What's going on with the Dolphins? And it's the visiting Washington Redskins who have the lead in that one. Trey Quinn, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense. But a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle and you're not just playing what comes out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, and it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He finds Roberts, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. They run from the pistol with Ingram. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, and that
what number of game are you in
it would have
the
been
year?
better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. This one away by the punter, Dar. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. On first down, Ingram trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that 3rd element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now Joe Mixon, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And Eifert has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Oh, crap.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Josh Bynes leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Dalton here from the gun. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
Oh, my God, dude. This game is so trash.
Before they drop it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for 5. It's third down. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And this time he's
How did they
going
know I was going to run that
backwards.
play?
So after the no
This
gain
game
on the
is
last
literally
attempt,
trying to make me
here
lose.
They get him behind the line. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down.
Guard him.
Before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing, Dalton. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about my land.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Dalton, 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw here, Dalton. And now another one thrown incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus,
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And if you're keeping an eye on the box score, that last run puts him over the 100-yard mark for the game. And this defense has just had all sorts of trouble trying to keep him under wraps,
Lamar!
both passing and running.
Jesus Christ, Lamar is...
They take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When we talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And Dalton to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. 59 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now they run with Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Bye.
Another try for Mixon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one, that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Receiver.
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
That wasn't even that bad of a pass. Come on now.
Jackson to throw again.
I could have caught that.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught.
Yeah, but he catches that.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Jackson. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Those are ugly yellow jerseys.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, OBJ's your coach?
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved at
Hey, look at the hit. Look at the hit.
Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
You think you're mad funny.
Behind them. And this is caught inside the 5.
We don't talk about it.
He will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Does the game end as soon as you score? Yes, I know what it is.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
Pooped on.
Continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
You're going to get pooped on.
So for Baltimore, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss here will move them back to 5.
He has 2 in round 2. If I win, then I could steal one of those plays.
Win then? I don't want to start.
I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to start. I don't want to st hate starting.
You have to start on defense anyway. You still start. Yeah. Wait, your coach is DJ Khaled? Is your coach still OBJ?
Every time I touch down, I got a stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and
Oh, I saw that OBJ score.
How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can
Did you go for 2?
Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run
Tug
it
of
back
war.
like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Let's go, Luke.
Yeah.
Game.
One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it.
You didn't
Stuck
lose?
in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him for
He's
him,
probably
I'ma
mad.
make it happen. Now my
He's so mad right now.
reality not going back to you say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh.
He's so mad right now.
The scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle.
Like
They
my
tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my sides, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my
Just
ways,
accept the
think I
freaking
need to
truth!
change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell myself
I know, but I have
for him,
two
I'ma make it happen.
freaking tight ends better than him, so I don't need him.
You say that you
But I need a middle linebacker.
Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space.
Wow, look what just happened.
Was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me. Do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it. Can't
Look at the
treat you
trade
like
that
my
just happened.
ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig. Had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, did crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign
I need a
cars,
right,
driving fast.
man.
I never done this before. Get drown out my problems. Let me. When I've been up is magic.
Look how white this guy is. Isaiah, look how white this guy is. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Come on, come on, RG3 back. You know you guys want RG3 back. Yeah. Thank you. Come again. Let's see what this roster be looking like now. Are you white or orange? I know, this is only my first year too.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems.
I need to get a strong safety.
Only got it take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up.
You guys want your center back?
From laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But it's in, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the head.
Alright, I'm watching. Dang, that's mean.
I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I get back up.
You're gonna get scored on.
You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But it's in, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Alright, let's play these Seahawks.
Intercepted! Intercepted! Oh my gosh. Intercepted. Why'd I say it like that?
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah.
I just had to let you know.
I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they actors, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, fuck the opposition, ain't all that lane switching. This is what the game is. It's the young, credible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, credible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow.
Does that mean he gets one of your players? All right, Dean.
Going big, going big. Everyone know the click. Way too many when they notice it. They was
Pick someone else.
acting like they know me. 'Cause I'm going big, going big.
What do you want me to pick?
Everyone know the
Let me get back to your stream.
Time to bring the bass bird.
Oh no, dude, practice.
She want bring the lines in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in.
That's
Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in.
Lil Yachty.
The only reason why do not get violent. Hey, 'cause he gave me patience. Hey, swear this all makes sense. Hey, when you making bands can make friends.
Lil Yachty.
'Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty waist.
Is that what they mean when they say Lil Boat? Yeah.
Saying amen, 'cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. 'Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was
Why do you get so excited for that?
Because he's a legendary first of all.
Going bigger.
I'm a crazy.
My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money
Backyard Heroes.
She gave me the that's the bosses. Took over the game, now we
You're the Backyard Heroes. Who's that Green Bay Packers guy?
Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big.
Is he good?
Yes.
Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me.
He looks.
Going big,
He's one of the best
going big.
cornerbacks.
Is that Kevin King?
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the exciting second-year quarterback, Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens, as they square off with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle.
Why is there like a
with the
black
Baltimore Ravens.
screen around the screen?
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. This is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes, because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they could also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
8 picks and 8 interceptions. I mean, 8 picks and 8 TDs.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's got the rookie from Oklahoma, Marquise Brown.
Let's go!
He takes it down.
No, that's a touchdown.
No way.
deep into enemy territory. And here it's just a simple question of whether or not the ball broke the plane. Well, I said it's simple. It's not really that simple. This could be really complicated.
We would love for it to be simple, to know that it did actually cross the plane of the goal line. But as you described, it is a difficult call. All it takes is a portion of the ball.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. 54 right there. 54 miles.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Guys, where's my headset keep cutting in and out?
Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback in his 8th season now in the league, Russell Wilson.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33.
Did you lose?
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week. 20 carries, 81 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And with this offense, what about DJ Fluker?
Came out of Alabama, could play tackle, could play guard. He's so big, Brandon, I think he plays both at the same time.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, one.
This is Carson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Carson. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Well, look now at our starting defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Can you play in the All-Star game in this?
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Jacob
I meant like
Hollister.
AFC versus the NFC.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And we get a quick peek at the Ravens starting offense.
And we expected to have already talked about this unit. We didn't get a chance to hit on the opening drive because they scored so quickly. But that's the kind of unit this is. A quick strike offense. I expect to see them taking their shots all game long. And if that's the case, we'll find ways to talk about this group.
Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And an alley to run.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now, you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result.
Wow, my guys can't catch
a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They run it with Carson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards.
All they do is run past the ball, Russell Wilson.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now it's Carson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Tyler Lockett's
That'll pick
not
up the
bad.
1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. On the delay, here's Carson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now a give right side. Carson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle?
Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, my God, I got robbed.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had Andrews.
Get it. Oh, my God.
He picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Often on fumbles.
Yeah, but whenever I hit people like that, they don't fumble. Whenever he hits me like that, I fumble. Like,
let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Okay. Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They run the counter. It's Carson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking
Give me that.
And it's intercepted.
Give me that.
Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Why'd you end the stream?
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw
just said
either.
you did.
This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Said stream ended 25 seconds ago.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10.
Your stream is
From
not
the 32
on.
now. Here's 1st and 10.
That's what I'm talking about.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Ravens. 59 yards.
Oh, you put in 2K.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run here with Ingram. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Like loading?
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
You're
2nd
so
and goal
dead.
from inside the 5.
Yes.
Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll
no.
wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. A close call here. Did the ball cross the plane? I don't know. From the naked eye, this was tough to tell.
Always difficult when there's such a tangle of bodies around. You're just trying to find the ball and make sure just a portion of it crossed the plane of the goal line.
Jackson on the keeper. Brought down just shy of the goal line.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took touchdown, Ravens. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's 21-3. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
What build are you?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And a penalty flag.
Stop cutting out!
As they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand. So we raise the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy.
Yeah.
In addition to the pencil.
And those last for
a long time.
No doubt.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12. At the 47
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm literally about
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They'll run the screen with Carson. Only a yard on the 3rd down throw, and that leads to a 4th down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
The game.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Jackson now, 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive.
You still there, baby?
Just past the 30-yard line.
Nah, Uno reverse hard.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. But that was just...
And got his man complete. A game there of 30 big ones.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw again is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. And he's got the
Come on, I was right there.
And down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where you see the final score there. D.D. Westbrook, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, let's get over to the Rockies and check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, a very good performance as his guys run the record now to 5-2. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And that game all tied up with the visiting L.A. Chargers. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns, and he has run for another. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
I can take him in.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
How do you make like changes to where I make more like aggressive tackles?
Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From just shy of midfield, Wilson to the right side, and he's got more complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Wilson operating from the gun, and that is incomplete.
Yes, sir.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On third down, Jackson. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Wilson.
Come on, I was right there.
23 yards to pick up there.
Here we go.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players.
Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 77 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up.
She's like a grown woman.
Yes.
I said hop out of bed, rock out again.
Successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Are you Minnesota or Oklahoma?
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll run
PI.
Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
No, I'm talking about football. I'm talking about pass interference.
Here's Jackson throwing again. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught at the 20.
Yeah.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there. Nowhere to escape. He goes down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
Is it that hard?
He's a very, very fickle man.
Lamar, you are literally the worst quarterback I've ever seen. How do you overthrow that?
But it's incomplete.
My
Just a
gosh.
little beyond the reach there of
Lamar,
his receiver. That's probably
terrible.
one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. David Moore, the intended target.
What overall are you?
3rd and 5.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And out across midfield down to the 45. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second and 12, Wilson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. It's
Willie!
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett.
Oh my God, is it that hard to play defense? Tyler Lockett is not that good.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the
literally the
defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns
PI?
anymore. You're just thinking
PI? Where's the PI?
To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw on second and 10. Jackson. Snead's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. To throw is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Chris Moore was the intended target. But it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Here's Ingram. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get this.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You cannot write these guys off.
Nah, you should have lied. You should have been like 12.
Hey, look. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight end.
Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett.
Literally the definition of dog
yards as his guys are back within a single score. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches
literal
now.
dog
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Lamar is literally the worst quarterback to ever touch a football.
Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically. But it hurts more
How do you miss that throw?
Because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway. And now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
Nowhere to escape. He goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Moore, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way? you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. He'll find Metcalf. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's it, baby.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking
Can you
at
watch
third
my
down
stream?
here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Wilson, that's complete into the hands of Carson. And he gets this
Tyler Lockett is hot. This is good. They
That's a gain of 4
overpowered
there,
him.
and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left.
Like she from
He's
Carlisle.
going to keep it, but I think the ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, man.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, Ingram. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And that play went nowhere.
Really, game?
Losing yardage.
Really,
It'll
game?
be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And now he's going to use his legs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Let's
Charles,
go,
it's one
baby.
thing to
7
win. It's
and
another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks,
I don't care, bro. I don't care.
Who's in the All-Star game? Is that what you're talking about?
No.
Rick Rock. Tick-tock.
Marquise.
Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen.
Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Come and get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Come get
This
some.
is Madden territory.
But you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the
Sir, I am cutting you.
all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Yeah.
Bro, all I do is play this song. Holy crap.
Going up and up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we
I
got,
don't
we
know.
gon' let you
Have it.
Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling
All
like a
you
savage. Tell my
N-words
son I love
have
him for
it.
him, I'ma make it
Something like
happen.
that.
Now my dreams reality, not going back to you say that you
Yeah.
proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I
Yeah.
hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I
Dang,
do is
bro, that's
hustle. They try to
tough.
knock me off my feet,
I
I'm
don't
ready
like
to
seeing
rumble.
it.
Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I'm in it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be
Are you
loyal, they be taking up
okay?
space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the J's. On the road, it's crazy, I get 80 like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get on out my problems. Let me. When I've been magic with the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Why do you say everything's gonna be cold? Like, ooh. Cold.
I ain't gotta shut the cell off cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those.
Oh my god.
We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet pointed guard. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number.
You should have got the triple double.
Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking.
Who got the player of the game?
Yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up.
Wait.
Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on it. Hey, she want it like me cause
I'm still viewing your freaking thing. No, you're not. I have 0 people. Yes, I do. Why did it say I had 0 viewers then?
That's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. 100-minute bag. That's a big number. Big numbers.
Oh, now it says I have a person.
Whole team count. That's a big number.
The boys 15, you're gay. Thanks for the comment. I'm gonna ban you from my. I'm gonna ban you from my chat. How tall do you think I am? No, I've been doing it the whole time. I'm just trying to get Luke Kuechly on the team. Yeah, I knew it. I knew you were messing with the stats. I'm not dumb. I mean, I know I might be pretty dumb, but I'm not that dumb. Wait, did it not save? Oh my gosh, it didn't save.
zone with the man out. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. You better call back up. Let me down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, God, I'm lit. I know that you're trying to go big. Run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. Put the intent on, down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Whoa. You're kind of gay, bro.
I'm playing some 11s, bro.
Yeah.
I'm really finna play some 11s.
I don't know. Oh, it doesn't save? Like you can't. No, it doesn't. I had a no, I pressed save changes. Where did that 99 overall I got?
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. But still got me by the cell. I could get it by myself.
Because I need him for stuff. Yes. Yes. That is exactly how I feel.
So I put it on display.
Alright, I got him.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
I'm at my fault. Cause I got screamed. JD, look at that. Look how bad that game is.
Oh, that sucks. Really no left tackles?
One man
Luka's not that bad.
Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead. Is it to get rich or dead? Trying. This ain't never new. I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose. Ready, rest or up there. Do what you can to do. Make your next move your best. I do this for the family. I might just flow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My journey cold is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the ass like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just show my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling glowing hill? I'm giving it so.
I got my team score points. I love my team's points right now. Imagine.
6 points. Oh, I was looking at the other team. Ooh, she fire.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these
Ooh,
flows.
she
Like
fire.
I'm in this snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs and hippies. Women like Lick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part like from LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson at heart. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of the dudes to do well. Don't worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me. Just win for me. Don't kill for me. Just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together. Leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart. I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning.
I don't like girls. I don't like girls.
Who do it better than me? Vision on 2020. VVS, Clippity. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they no, they taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they no, they taking notice.
Banging on the sofa. Eating bofa. Lazy defense.
about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater.
Isaiah, look at this trade. Yes, and they still haven't accepted it. But I get Christian McCaffrey. What is that? I mean, I'll take it. I will take it. I will take Christian McCaffrey. Don't get me wrong. That is so just stupid. You'll trade away your top player on offense, but you won't give me your whatever. They chirping. Renegade, 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 renegade. Ew. Does anybody want Mark Ingram? Does anybody want Mark Ingram? I'll trade you for a linebacker. For a middle linebacker. You want Mark Ingram? Do you guys have a good middle linebacker? No, you don't. That trade's not gonna happen. Yeah, stop playing.
Take me out. Take me out when I'm curious. And I just gotta take me out.
Take the man out. Take the man out.
My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Body, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't right it. We break you down like a pound. I got it. Don't plan to surround me. I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for all you got.
Ooh, Isaiah coming out with the big boy moves. Can I just sign up someone from free agency and use him as my little middle linebacker? It's really no one a middle linebacker in free agency? Wow. Now one person is a middle linebacker? Wow, okay. Fine, I guess I'm gonna have to trade for someone's like really, really bad middle linebacker, then make him really, really good. I think it's my time to shine. I've been waiting so long. Oh, you left. Let me tell you now. That just gave me $700, $7.5 million in cap room. Yes, so I'm gonna try getting Michael Thomas.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, I'll deal with the hands. Thought it could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, I'll deal with the hands. Thought it could guard me, I ruin they plans.
I'm gonna
right end, right tackle, left tackle.
I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk because I'm making a name. I put on the jets, the coast regret even letting them stay in the game. See my route took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, ooh, magic. Now I can juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told no risk. Why bet you wanna be famous, They Ella they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not saving, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch.
Are you winning?
Since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I feel.
I haven't eaten that all day.
I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey,
actually, I had 2 chips, that's about it.
Slick then, he with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back, then dip. Got a whole for it all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Yeah, pull out the milk. Now your dad's in the get. I don't think he got it. Player of the game, Isaiah Gills.
Hello, that's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way
Eat that booty like Cheerios. Ooh. Eat that booty like Cheerios. Ooh.
Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab. Proud man when it come back, I'ma give back. My bad when the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that?
All right, I'm gonna start playing now. You can come and spectate now.
It's the money, I'm like 10 over and out. That's gonna make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag.
6 turnovers.
You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back.
Run it back. Run it back, run it back. Run it back, 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 run it back.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket.
Okay then.
Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge.
Okay then.
Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Stay packing, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some busted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look.
I offered him way too much money, but that's fine. So now I'm gonna take a dump on the freaking Ravens. I'm not the Ravens. I am the Ravens. I'm gonna take a dump on the Patriots. Hey coach, you got any plans for the bye week?
All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest.
My wiggly squiggly pick.
But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match, and plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta
Slow
answer questions right, and I don't need you to
Okay, I don't care. I don't care.
I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
Ow, my toe.
Oh, really?
Extraordinary.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in.
You ended your
Coach, they
stream
love their
again.
crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots come out led by the 4-time Super Bowl MVP and owner of a record 6 Super Bowl rings.
It's not letting me watch
arguably
it.
the greatest ever
It said
played
stream
the game,
ended.
Tom Brady. And we keep asking the same questions every year. How much longer can he keep doing
Oh,
this?
yeah,
Is this the year
definitely.
the dynasty crumbles? And every year, Brady comes out and leads his team to the Super Bowl. They've been there now 3 years in a row, and only one team has made it 4. That's the Buffalo Bills. But remember, they lost all 4 in the early 90s. Did you take the 2K disc out?
Then I don't know.
Brady now on first down. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I'm telling you it's not.
Now let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
It's hard to know who exactly to feature when you do a Patriots game, but in this case, we're going
Kid,
with James White,
not.
the running back out of Wisconsin. Highest receiving and rushing totals in 2018, just under 1,200 yards. Remember a few seasons ago against Atlanta in the Super Bowl? He had an MVP-esque performance.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That
last stream 1 hour ago.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity.
Now White lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And
no way he's
connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show
literally
up
not
last
even
week, and it
streaming.
hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an
I promise
moment.
you you're
like,
not.
oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey. His first Pro Bowl last year.
What?
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Kyle Van Noy, the Pats' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 60 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And partner, I remember the day.
Why'd you send me a video? Bro, because you just started streaming.
No, I didn't.
Show me the time on your stream then.
4 minutes.
Exactly, you just started!
No.
I'm gonna close YouTube and then try again. says you're live, but whenever I go into your YouTube channel, there's no live stream. You know what? I'm just gonna don't care.
When quarterbacks would try this, they were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. On 2nd and 12, Jackson steps away to his... And he can't
really,
find
Lamar?
a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Now, after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to White. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It's a 47-yard punt, return 6.
Are you still there?
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Okay.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. It'll be rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath.
Come
But
on.
still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Flushed out right. Into double coverage.
That's bull crap.
Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Game, dude. I'm gonna go play Fortnite.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Gotta know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
That throw by Brady incomplete. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level.
Yes, sir.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You dropped it! You're terrible!
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Really? Really?
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
We got this.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. 1st down, here's White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Brady with a hook up to the fellow veteran Watson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Brady deferring to White on the draw. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion.
Can you start it stream
so
let's see if I can get
dynamic
this
guys
one.
in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? They sprang the big.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. As the offense takes the field, we zero in on Lamar Jackson. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see... The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3-and-out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11
and
the first
Browns
down.
are 6-2.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Oh, wow, I didn't realize.
Something about your rush range. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure
I know, I'm just saying. I'm surprised that the game is letting them go 6-2.
Corner Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 of the red zone.
Picks
that one a first down pickup of 8.
Passes.
This time Jackson will throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. The quick feet by Jackson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and goal. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Yeah, not playing with you no more. I was taking it easy on the kid. Now he feels good. Come here. Come here. Come here. Aw, dang it.
Mike 51. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Check, 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 check.
On second down, it's White. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He hits White, complete. And he hits White, complete. But he will have the first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Brady now, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Brady gives this to White. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Only two there on the dump off. It's third down.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That's complete to White. And to the 46 he goes. And